Hey guys, and welcome back to, well, hold on. Man, it feels like I'm really far off. Hold on. Let's get up here. Does this look all right? Yeah, that's better. Welcome back to another video. I know it has been a while. Matter of fact, it's been 7 months. I was piddling around my YouTube channel the other day and I realized it has been 7 months since I uploaded a video. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to talk to you all about why I quit making content. I stopped uploading content on YouTube. I walked completely out. It was unplanned, but my podcast, over 1 million listeners a month, and I uploaded an episode on December 29th and have not uploaded one since. So I stopped making content on YouTube, stopped doing the podcast, really have not been overactive on social media really that much, and there's a reason for that. I'm going to give you the reason that I quit, and maybe you should too. Now, a lot of you out there that watch this channel, other channels, oh, what are you talking about? The consistency and all that. Listen, I'm going to have a real heart-to-heart talk with you, kind of like we did well over a year ago when I announced that I was leaving the music business. If you'd like to see that video, you can check it out. It's either here or there. It's fucking somewhere. Check that out. But when we got to California, I had this grand illusion that I was going to really dive deep into making content for the YouTube channel, Instagram, really build the podcast out even further. And as I started to do that, I realized that it's just not what I wanted to do. And one of the things that I want to try to get across to you guys is, look, I'm not saying you have to make as many major life changes within a short period of time like I did. I walked away, I retired, quit, whatever you want to call it, a very successful career in the music business to move to California. See, lights. That's another thing. Pause right there. That's another reason that keeps me from making content is because I get, that would normally that would bug me and be like, oh, the light's gone out now. Okay, now we got to start over. I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. We're not going to worry about the light. We'll just let it stay off. If it comes back on, then it's divine intervention. But anyway, back to what I was going to say. I felt myself trying to identify, finding my why. So I want to create content. I want to grow the podcast. I want to do this. I want to do this. But at the end of the day, why? Why do I care? Why do I want to do it? Do I just want to do it to feed some ego thing within me that says I need to be watched, I need to be followed, I need to be liked, I need that adoration of and love of other people? And listen, if we're all being honest with ourselves, we all, as creatives, we crave that. Then I stopped doing everything. Now, keep in mind, this also goes hand in hand with my business. My film business has just exploded since we got to California. I couldn't be more blessed. I said that's what I wanted to do when I moved out here, and it's exactly what I've been able to do. I can't really talk about one of the major projects that we're working on, but it's a documentary. Many of you, if you do follow me on Instagram, you'll notice I've been at a lot of NASCAR races lately. That's about all I can say about that. But we're also all over Southern California and Orange County handling cinematic branding for major companies all throughout California and all over the United States, and I'm absolutely loving it. So one part I could say, I've just been busy, but that's not the real truth. I want to talk to you about finding your why. Why is it we do these things? Why do we do them? Why do we want to be successful at them? For me, and I'm not for any stretch of the imagination going to try to figure out what it is for you, but the point of this video is for maybe you to think about it, to figure it out for yourselves. I started thinking about it and realizing that I couldn't figure out why. Why do I want to continue to make content? Why do I want to continue to do the podcast? And you'll start to come to an understanding. And look, it's hard because we're programmed these days to say, no, we're supposed to want to do these things. You're going to have to do these things. If you want to be relevant, you've got to do all these things. I got to tell you, I haven't made any content in 7 months, and I feel just as relevant, if not more relevant, than I ever have before. So I I missed doing this for the passion of it. I missed doing it because some of the videos that I've done in the past have actually helped people. It's saved them money, or it's helped them grow their business. It's helped them grow their brand. Same thing with the podcast. I missed that those were the reasons, because you know what I'm talking about. The deeper we get into this, things take on other reasons. We think, oh, we'll grow this to do this, and there might be a financial thing at the end of it. And that gets to be so consuming. That gets to be so powerful that it takes over everything. It saps the joy out of everything you thought you were passionate about doing. So I stopped. I quit. And honest to goodness, I sat there and thought to myself, I may never make another piece of content ever again. Because I didn't want to. I didn't feel like I needed to. And I couldn't answer the question, why am I doing this? If you can't answer that for yourself, no matter what it is you're doing, if it's YouTube, if it's Instagram, if it's your business, no matter what it is, if you can't at the end of the day reason unto yourself a really good reason why you're doing something, then maybe it's time for you to quit too, or at least take a break. And I feel like that's what I've done over the last 7 months. And since I've separated myself from it, if I'm being honest, about 3 months went by and I didn't miss it at all. I'd be 100% honest with you. I didn't miss not going into the studio and doing the podcast. I didn't miss doing the editing part. I didn't miss any of it. Matter of fact, I relished in the fact that I was no longer creating the content. I wasn't dedicating the time to that. I actually enjoyed it. Once I let it completely go, you know, the old saying, Jesus take the wheel. I told a friend of mine the other day, the caveat to that is that Jesus will not take the wheel until you completely let go of it. So finally, I let go of the wheel. And this is not by any means turning religious for those of you that know me. It's just an analogy, you know, it's a song, Carrie Underwood. But it's true. But the more I let it go, and when I let it go completely, little rose petals, if you will, started. I kind of miss this. I miss having the outlet. I miss the communication between me and whatever you want to call these people, fans, friends, whoever you are. You're my friends. You miss that communication. And quite honestly, I'll be 100% honest. You miss the influence. I know that many of you guys listen to the podcast and watch videos because you implemented the things that I talked about in my 25, 30 years of experience in the music business. You guys implemented those things and you used them in your career and it helped you in many cases. I miss that. I miss that part of it. But at the same time, I also want to make the kind of content that I want to make. I started finding myself after about 3 months going, God, I'd like to do a motorcycle vlog. You know, I'd like to talk about my street glide or my Pan America or cars or stuff here in Southern California, in Orange County and things I'm interested in. I want to make content about those things. But then automatically and right away, you get saddled with that thought because you've watched too much YouTube. Oh, you can't do that on your channel. You've got to pick a niche. So then the seeds of doubt get to flow again. And then it's like, well, I've done music business stuff on my channel for so long. If I try to do anything else, then nobody's going to care. And then that's when it hit me. I don't need to care. I need to make content because I'm a creative. I need that creative outlet. But I no longer, and please don't take offense to this, I no longer need to make content to please you. I need to make content to please me. What I'm hoping is, because the bug has started biting me a lot lately, this is why we're doing this video right here. I want to start making content again. And I've said that before, but I think I was bullshitting. I think I thought I wanted to. I think I was selling myself on the idea that I wanted to make content. I really want to make content again, but I want to make content that interests me. I want to make content about things that mean something to me, that I think might mean something to you. But I kind of want to do it for me this time. I've made a lot of content, done a lot of things over the years for a lot of other people. Very rarely do I do something for me, but now might be the time. So I want to try anyway. I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know how it's going to turn out. It may be horrible. The content may be horrible. It may absolutely suck. But we're going to find out. I want to start, and I'm not saying there's going to be a new video every week. I don't know. There might not be another new video for 7 months. But I do feel this need that it's something I want to do. And I'm hoping you guys will follow along in this journey with me. What I'd love for you to do is take 5 seconds. If you've been around this channel for the last 5 to 7 years, and you've put up with me sporadically quitting and coming back, which I appreciate, I'd love to know what kind of content you guys want to see. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I really don't give a damn about doing content on music business stuff. I just don't. But if there's something you want to know, maybe one of the things we'll do is at the end of each video, maybe I'll do a question and answer thing. And if you want to post questions or send me a DM on Instagram, maybe I'll answer those questions and be able to get you the information that you want, because I do want to help you if at all possible. One last hurdle I want to talk about before I let you get out of here. One of the things that's kept me from making content, I touched on earlier about the light, is I think a lot of times there's a lot of great resources out there, a lot of great channels on making content. I love all of them. I watch all of them probably just like you guys do. But I get kind of bogged down in the details. What does the background look like? Is the lighting 100% perfect? I don't want to be able to see the lav mic. I get so consumed with thinking that it's got to be perfect that I end up not doing anything at all. Now, being as anal as I am about these sorts of things, I don't know that that's going to go away, but I'm trying today. I literally threw up a light and I'm sitting in the middle of my garage. I didn't care what the background looked like. I don't care if the light comes off and on. It's more about the message. It's more about what I'm talking to you about. So find your why. That's the message of this video. I think I have found my why. My why? That's hard to say. Say that 10 times to yourself really quickly. Actually say it out loud. It's even more difficult. I think I have found my why because I love creating content. I love connecting with you guys. So I don't know what content it's going to be, but there's going to be more content coming. My message to you today is to find your why. If it means you need to quit doing something that you're doing for all the wrong reasons, to take a break, take a step back, figure out what it is your why is, figure out what you want to be doing, what your passion is. You know, another fault of mine that I think is probably a fault of all you guys as well is I turn everything into a business. This whole cinematography thing and film and making movies and documentaries, it was a hobby. Now I've turned it into a 7-figure career, which is, hey, I love it. I cannot complain, and I won't sit here and complain. But I also try to turn everything into a business, and I've got to learn to settle down. And it's okay just to have some pieces and parts of things that are just for yourself, just for your well-being, just for your mental health. Look, mental health's a big thing right now. Don't keep doing something because you're trying to catch up to someone else, or you're trying to do what all of these other people out here tell you that you should be doing. Worry about you. And sometimes in order to find the answer to that question, you just gotta quit and you gotta be quiet. And you gotta let it go. Take your hands off the wheel. Now, I don't know if Jesus is gonna take the wheel or not. If I were a betting man, I would bet a lot of money that Jesus is not going to take the wheel, but you know what I mean. Find your why. I know why I had to quit. And I think I had to quit to get to this point. So I don't know what's coming in the future. Just the other day, I might insert some B-roll here, like I would get all filmmakery. Went to Bike Shed Moto up in Los Angeles with me and the guys I ride bikes with. And we had a blast. I filmed a little bit. I was taking baby steps on towards getting back. So maybe I'll throw some of that in here. You can check that out. I don't know what's going to come. I know that I'm kind of almost excited about the fact that I don't know, if that makes any sense. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Most importantly, I hope you got something out of it. Again, I think this was more about me needing to get in front of the camera and vomit all of this shit over onto all of you. But I hope you know what I mean. If you do, type something in the comments. Tell me what your why is. Put a link to your channel or tell me why you do what it is that you do. Maybe you're at the end of your passion rope. Maybe this video will help you find your center. Maybe it'll help you find your why. The greatest ability any of us have is the ability to pivot. We are not stuck in our current situation. The only thing that stays the same is that everything changes. This too shall pass and another season will come. Your why right now may not be your why 6 months from now, 1 year from now, 5 minutes from now. Be true to you, follow your passion, and find your why. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and not already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it with somebody you think might need to hear this message. I think that's the greatest gift we can give everybody. When we learn something, let's pass that knowledge on. Type down in the comments what your why is, what you're focused on, what you're passionate about, what you're excited about. And everybody else in the comments, I swear to fucking God, if I see anybody posting anything negative, you will be blocked from the channel. Supportive comments. I want everybody to post what they're passionate about post what your why is, and everybody be supportive. That's what we need these days. There's a lot of shit going on in this world. The one thing we need to keep doing is loving each other and loving each other a lot more. Find your why. I think I found mine. Until next time, peace.